In this lesson, I will explain to you for loop in an array, how to use for loop in an array. So see, so far we have learned how to increase the size. So we have finished till text size is equal to, or in parentheses you have to write down 30. If you want, you can increase or decrease. We have learned till text size in the last lesson. So here in this lesson, these two lines are new in this slide. How to write down the for loop. So always you have to start with the word for, and in parentheses you have to write down int. First you have to write down the int data type. Why you are writing int? Because you know that in array all the elements are referred for an indices, means this is 0 1 2 3 4 and so on, right? So these are the integers, whole numbers, these are not the float. So that is why you have to use int. And then I, because we do iteration here, that is why. Otherwise you can write down any other letter, but normally we use I, which is equal to 0, and then semicolon. Again, instead of 0 you can write down 1 2 3, but I want to start from the 0 index, so that is why it is 0. And then I is less than names dot length. Now here see, I have used dot length function, means there should be a loop, right? For how many times? Less than how many characters, sorry, how many elements or how many items you have. Here we have 7, so you can write down instead of names dot length 7. But what is the drawback if we will write down 7, not we will use the length function? It means if we add some more items here, or if we delete or erase some item, then you have to change this number as well. But if you will use the dot length function, then this dot length function will give the output according to the situation. And names, you do not have to use always names. Why I have used names here? Because names I have used is the name of the array. Whatever name you are going to use here as a variable, you have to use here. So actually it is only the dot length function, right? And then semicolon, and then I plus plus. Now what is the meaning of I plus plus? Here I have written the comment. Plus plus means incrementing. See here, our loop is going to start from 0 and then it will add 1 because it is incrementing. Our now is 1. So our new value of I is equal to 1. Again it will add 1, it is 2. Now a new value of I is 2 plus 1 because it is incrementing by 1. It is 3. So similarly the loop will continue unless or until it will be less than names dot length function. So this is the syntax how to use the for loop. Move on to the second line. Here I have written text. If you want to take your output on the canvas, then you have to use the text function. And here in parenthesis is the test holder, right? I didn't use any names, array names here. I have used test holder. So test holder is equal to, which is initialized by test, and see it is a string, that is why it is written in the quotation. So see, and where the output will come means where the word test will come in the canvas. 100 pixel on the x-axis, 100 on the y-axis, it will be here. So I will run this for you and you will see that how it works. So when I am going to run it, you will see the test, right? So this is fine. Here I have written mouse pressed as well, but we have discussed this mouse press in the last lesson. But what is the meaning of this? Here I am again going to explain you. See the test, because this is our function. But when I will press my mouse, press, so these names will come. We have discussed in detail this. So in this lesson our focus is on for loop, right? Move on to the second. Here the same thing, test holder, and see now I have changed the position. Why? See, it is 100 here, 100 here. If I will say test holder, right, test holder, so the first test will come up here, and then on the y-axis it will be 100 plus I into 30. So the next test will come up here. The x coordinates will remain the same and all the tests will be here. So I will show you, then I will explain it with the help of names in the next slide as well. So when I will run it, you will see test, 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 right? Okay. Move on to the next. Here, instead of test holder, I have used the names of an array, this one, right? Names of an array, and this is in the square bracket. Again, keep in mind, whenever you will see in any programming the square bracket, it means we are talking about array. So array I, right? Because here we have used I and 100, 100. So I will show you what is the output, and then I will explain to you, right? Names I. See, it is very important concept. So see, when I run it, what is this? Where are my 7 names? There should be 7 names, right? So here, that is why here I am going to explain you. See here, I said names and then array. All the names should appear. Where? At 100 by 100 pixel, right? So suppose this is our canvas. This is 100 on x-axis. This is 100 on y-axis. John is here, and the second name Muhammad is on the top of it, Fatma is again on the top of it. So these are overlapping because this is the same position. If I am writing, right, suppose anything here, 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 it is overlapping. That is why our output is like this. So if you want, all the names should be in a vertical position. So what you have to do, I'm not going to change the x coordinate. X coordinate will remains the same, but on y coordinate, our John should come here, here Muhammad, and here Fatma. So it is more clear to see. So what you have to do, it is very, very easy. Same thing, you have to add on the y-axis. This is the x-axis. X coordinate will remains the same, but in y coordinate, I said plus I into 30. Right, so when I will run this, everything is same, whatever we did in the last slide, only this is the new thing. So see, I am going to run it, and you will see all the names are in the vertical order, or the x coordinate is same 100, 100, but on the y axis we have changed the position. Now if I will say okay, it should be 50, then run it, there will be some more space. So you have to set y axis according to your own choice. If you want, you can change on the x axis as well. First name should come here, second here, third here, it's up to you, but it looks more convenient to read, right? Okay, then you can play, just change the numbers and play. Okay, move on to the next one. Here I said text, text holder, mouse x, mouse y. What is the meaning of this? When I will move my mouse, then the names should print. It should print the names when I will move my mouse in both direction. Mouse x and mouse y. So see, when I will press it in any direction, horizontally or vertically. Why? Because it says mouse X and mouse Y. Now I will give you a little homework. What you have to do, just delete this mouse Y and write down, suppose on Y axis 500 or 400 or whatever. So you can move your mouse only on horizontal axis. If you will write down some pixels here and only mouse Y write down here, you can move your mouse vertically. This is your homework. You have to do it, right? But here I have written mouse X and mouse Y. It means in any direction, X or Y, I can move my mouse on the canvas. So here is the text align. So text align is center, left and right. Now I will show you what is the meaning of this, right? It's again very simple. So copy this. Everything is same, only I have added text align in the void setup section. So paste it and run. So see, this is center. What is the meaning of center? When I will press my mouse, see, you can see my cursor. It is the center of Raj, which is A. One more time. See, center. My mouse points to the center of the word O. Here, center. Center, right? wherever you will click, you will see your mouse position at the center. And if I will change to left now, what left function will do? When we will press, you will just see my mouse. See, it is J. Before it was in the center. Now it is in J. This is the left line. A, M, right? You can see J, F. It is left align. Very simple feature, but you should know, right? What is the meaning of left, right, or center? So this is left. Now I will show you the center as well. Maybe you will say that center is not working, so I will do for you. Oh, we did center, right? Sorry, right. Okay, what will happen if we will make it right align? The cursor will point to the last letter. This is the right align. Click here, D, right? Here, D, N. So you can see it. Center, left, and right align you have learned in this slide. Now move on. Random. If you see that all these names should come and their font size should be different. So here text size and then random, you have to specify two parameters that you need your font size between, I said 15 to 55. Whatever you want, 10 to 60, right? 8 to 20. Now again, this is your homework. You have to change these values and practice it. So I will show you here. Copy this. Now all the names will come with a different font size. See, Muhammad, because I have set 15 to 55, right? So again, font size, you have to give two parameters. If you will give only one parameter, there will be only one font size. But if you want different font size, so you have to give the two parameters. That in this case, my range is between 15 to 55. And the last is mouse moved. Before it was mouse pressed. When I was pressing my mouse, then there will be a name. But here, in this case, my names will appear when I will move my mouse. Now see, I will not press my mouse, I will just move my mouse. So see here, now my mouse is here, right? If I will take my mouse very quickly, you will see the names, right? My mouse is here, suppose, quickly. And if you will move slowly, you will see I am not pressing, just moving. One more time, I will show mouse moved, which we have discussed earlier. Mouse move, mouse press, everything, right? See, it depends how you are moving your mouse. So you can play with this, change the font size. So whatever we have learned in this lesson, you have to practice it. Instead of these names, you can write down integer, then you have to use integer data type. It's not necessary that always you have to write down the names. Whatever you want, if you are using a string, you have to write down in quotations separated by commas. If you are using integer, then there is no need for the quotation, only separated by commas. This text size, if you want, you can make it 20 or 50 or whatever. Again, the same thing, canvas size according to your choice. Play with it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.